Oh, hey, like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Thank you. All right, guys, let's talk, baby. So, big transition. Dumb big. We are no longer cutting. Nah, cutting was tough. I ain't gonna lie. I'll say this: pros and cons. Pros, felt super light. Love it. How I felt, like physically, it's like swift. Like running was smooth, cardio smooth, everything smooth in the sense of like mobility. Cons, bro, I was hungry, yo. Hungry. Hungry. I was hungry, yo. Like, stay hungry. Hangry. Not for me. Nah, but it was cool. It helped me like stay disciplined. I think that's the biggest aspect is the discipline. Help me lock in. I love that. I love it a lot. Love it. So it was cool. But now that we're transitioning to bulking, I'm gonna just be honest. The goal is dumb high to the point I've never even been that big. So my goal is 250. Because what I want to do is cut down and be at like a 225, but how I was at like 210. So I want to be as strong as 225 size-wise, but be able to like move like how I was at 210. The biggest I've been is like 232. So to go to 250, I don't know. So these are the things that are on my mind. One, scared as shit. Why? Because like I've never been that big. And there's so many health complications with being at a certain size that you're not accustomed to being, if that makes sense. So as you get bigger, there's certain things that you need to do. As you get bigger, there's certain things that are easier for you, certain things that are harder for you. So with bulking, being that big, it's like more pressure on your overall life, I would say, because when I help people like reduce or lose weight, it's like the things they emphasize, right? Like what's getting better. So if I'm bulking, it will be the opposite, like things that are getting like worse and things that are like, I wouldn't say necessarily like getting, yeah, that's the best way to put it. Like bulking, you're getting fat, you know, like at the end of the day, you're getting fat. Yeah. So I don't know how I feel about just getting fat, because at the end of the day, you have to put on mass. My workouts, the regimen, the breakdown is completely different. I'm excited for that. I did the official upper body chest day with the new workout plan. Tough. Like the cool part about it is when you're lifting to put on mass, like what's the term, failing forward, you do that so much, like when you're trying to put on weight, like because you're just lifting heavier and trying to push more, and like it's a different type of style. So I think for me it's like I'm going to be extremely strong. Now, I'll say I'm not strong now, but I don't consider myself like that strong. If that makes sense. Like I could always be stronger, but I am strong for my size. But yeah, so right now I'm at 212 and feeling good. Like when I was at like 200, I felt like so light, so swift, but I felt weak. Like I'm excited for bulking in the sense of being so strong. Like I just like in my head, I don't care how this sounds. In my head, I feel like I'm gonna be like Thanos, just massive strength, just massive. However, I'm not gonna be able to move like him, because like when I was playing basketball, one thing I noticed the most is when I'm heavier, it like makes basketball so much harder. When I'm lighter, it makes basketball so much better. But then when I am heavier, I'm so much stronger. So everything outside of basketball is like fun. But then when I'm lighter, it's like I'm weak. I feel weak. Everything feels weak. I don't like how like the weakness is like bad weak. Weak. Not the biggest fan of it. Yeah, so the plan is basically this, right? I'm going to try to put on as much mass as possible. I see this bulk being anywhere from, I'll say 8 months to about 10 months, depending on how much mass I can put on. Because I'm actively trying to put on mass, like, I don't know how long this would actually take me because I never actively tried to put on mass. It was just like natural. So I'm excited for that. And I'm just excited to be strong. Like, I did a 1 rep bench press max, 315, 300 club. So that feels good. Yeah, but I'm really just more so excited to just be strong. Like, I know there's pros and cons of being strong. I see a lot of guys that are strong. And I'm noticing a lot of, I'm not trying to judge or point fingers at anybody, but a lot of the people who are like massive, have a lot of like power, a lot of strength, a lot of muscle mass, their cardio is not good. And that's one thing I don't want to happen because this is my biggest fear, is getting so big that my cardiovascular takes a hit. 1, because I've never been that big, and 2, because of how much harder it is on the heart for being that size. When you're not accustomed to being that size, like, that's so much pressure on your heart. So I don't have a problem with cutting, I don't have a problem with like losing weight. That's not my issue. My issue is gaining the weight, and then because I have to sustain it for a duration. It's not like I could just get big tomorrow, throw on weight, and then just have to be like that for like 2 weeks and then everything's smooth. Like, your body has to physically adjust. So it's like putting on all that weight as your body's adjusting. And then when your body adjusts, then trying to maintain the muscle, right, while cutting the fat. So I think this is probably going to be one of the, I don't want to say hardest things I ever did, but the most calculated, because it's not like freaking 18. You know what I mean? So I'm excited, but I think like it's doable, and it's gonna allow me to like grow into like my fitness knowledge. Just started on working on my nutritionist. I get strength training. Shout out ISSA, gang. But yeah, so focus on strength training and nutrition. That's the biggest things. Because I think that's the most important things, your nutrition and strength training. Once you lock in your nutrition and strength training, it's going to be smooth. I don't want to do a dirty bulk, but I kind of do want to do a dirty bulk because it's cheaper. Like, just based off like price point that I like literally just Google low key, like how to eat clean while cutting and just having it higher calories. It's like $500 more, bro. Like, it's crazy. Trying to bulk clean, bruh. I'm not balling like that. But then it makes sense why like professional athletes can or movie stars. There's people who are balling like that can get into that type of shape, get in that type of size, simply because like the price point for what you're eating is ridiculous. Yeah, so I'm geeked though, because like the number one thing that's motivating me is the strength. I want to be as strong as possible. And this is going to be the first time where I'm actively trying to be as strong as possible, not for a sport. Because usually it's like for a sport, trying to be able to like jump higher or run faster, But this is like strictly just mass muscle. Get big. So I'm excited for that. I'm about to be a hit like Thanos with the hit. You feel me? Yeah, man. So I appreciate y'all listening. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all coming through. We gonna do it big, man. This is like, y'all can tell, like, this is no joke, and we not showing no skin. The entire time we're not showing no skin. So I'm gonna post one more picture. Call it like the last post before transformation, and then throw my measurements out there. Oh, tell me why I found out my own biceps are 16. We out here, baby. Yeah, so that's what it is. You feel me? Appreciate you coming through. Like the video. Like the video. Hey, like the video. Hey. And we about to get into it. Oh, yes. Geek, y'all. Yes, I is.